Hello and welcome to the Canipa Effect. This is weird. I don't usually do the face, I don't usually do unscripted, but I thought I'd give it a shot for the last video. You've read the title. I'm not copying Tom Scott, by the way. I don't have a helicopter back there. I've planned this for months. I just think, for a lot of YouTubers, it comes a point where, like, you're done. So 10 years ago, I started the Canipa Effect, and since then, I've been given the opportunity to create a load of things that I'm really proud of. I've made videos about shows where there's a lot of people who really like it, but they just kind of want more information to pick at, or stuff where, like, it's a show that I really love and I get to express the things about its creation that excite me the most. One example of that is, even though it didn't get many views, the Durarara Buckno video. I think it's one of the best things I've ever made. So if you're saying, oh no, the Canipa Effect's ending, what am I going to do now? Go and watch that video, because the chances are you haven't already. So I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who's watched the Canipa Effect throughout those years. It has been extraordinary. I never expected this channel to blow up when I started it 10 years ago. I honestly didn't even want to set up a channel. I was doing like video game videos at the time, but I've always kind of believed in the idea that if you've got one audience, you should try and like reset, to like start a new channel if you're gonna make something that you don't feel like it appeals to that audience. I always hate it when like I'm watching a channel and then suddenly they are like, I make this sort of video now, and it's like, yeah, but I didn't subscribe for that, so it's kind of annoying. And I've always preferred just fresh start and then build up an audience organically. But I'm rambling. But yeah, I didn't even want to set up a channel. I wanted to like see if I could just put my videos someplace else, because I never wanted to run a channel. And then when I did go, oh well fine, I'll make a channel, it ended up kind of exploding when I started doing the animation spotlight content. And that was exciting because like I just discovered at that point, I wasn't very good at it at the start, but I just discovered that that was something about anime that really interested me. I got really excited finding out all these hidden information. It made me feel like an anime detective of sorts. In fact, I should have called it something like that. It's not really like an animation breakdown anymore anyway. I keep using the term breaking down as animation, but that's not really what I enjoy doing these days. And in the end, like, there's a lot of other channels that do like proper animation breakdowns. But I've always really enjoyed that kind of, it's surface level, it's shallow, but I've always enjoyed this idea that somebody could have not looked up anything about any behind the scenes information or like directors or studios or whatever, but then come to this channel and everything is accessible and it's like their introduction to getting excited about people instead of just the shows. I hope I delivered on that, at least. I hope that I gave people a new way to appreciate anime, and I know there's a load more people doing it now, not just in terms of video, but like, I mean, Sakuga blog, like, there's a load of great bloggers and people who like do some amazing interviews. When I was in Japan, I did a few interviews, but there are other people who've managed to get way deeper than I ever did, and really like build connections with artists and directors in the Japanese industry to kind of constantly get their input. And information about anime is as ubiquitous. It's common. It's a lot easier to access. This is what happens when I'm not scripted. I can't work out the words I want to say. I'm not sure if I've said why I'm quitting YouTube. It's basically life. Life has changed a lot for me. I'm married, I've got a mortgage, I've got a full-time job. It's difficult when I've got all of these new things happening in my life to be able to balance doing a YouTube channel, especially when the YouTube channel is based on the things that I get really excited about, because there'll be a month I'll get really excited about something, and then where's the time to create that video? I used to, like when I was in university, I used to just have an idea, start writing the video, and I'd have the whole thing done in a week. Nowadays, I get really excited about freerun, and then like weeks later, I finally have time to write the script, but I've only got one day to do that, like one day that I'm free, and then a few months after that, the edit comes in, and by that point, when I'm doing my final edit, I've got like 3 new things that I'm excited about. Like, I still like freerun, but like, I didn't have that hunger to share all that information like I did a few months prior. I should point out a huge shout out to the 2 editors who I hired to help me get through 2023. They were invaluable. This channel would have absolutely just shut down with them, and then I wouldn't have been able to quit on the 10th anniversary, which I kind of like the statement. It feels like it's in my hands, like I feel in control of being able to choose when to end it and not just letting the channel fade out. That's why I'm making this video. I hate it when channels just disappear, or when you're watching a channel and like the last 5 videos are all update videos talking about how they've got no time to make anything anymore. I do want to keep the door open though. I'm ending this channel on a formal level to basically say I don't want to give myself any obligation to create more videos or any pressure to do so, and I don't want to give you the expectation there'll be new videos. But it's still a passion of mine. If I get the time, if I have the energy, if I have the excitement, then maybe there'll be a new video on this channel someday. Maybe it'll be months from now, maybe it'll be years from now, who knows. It might not even be on this channel. I might just decide to make something about Doctor Who or Final Fantasy XIV, or, you know, just something that just happens to be like purely a hobby. For that reason, the Patreon is shutting down today. I don't know if I've thanked you all already, but the people who have subscribed, especially those who have subscribed from the very start, are invaluable to me. They're amazing. As I said before, like the editors, this channel would be dead without them. I just wouldn't have been able to justify the time I spent. Anyway, I feel myself about to ramble about a load of stuff, but I'll try and keep it concise. I've got a written post that I posted on Twitter and on the community tab, so if there's anything you go, why didn't he address that? Should be there. Anyway, one last final thank you so much, and goodbye.